Hi. So the other day I was pulling up to a building where I was going to be going in, and I was looking for a parking spot, and I found a parking spot like half a block away, really close, small blocks. And I was big enough to parallel park. I'm like, I could do this, I got this. So I pull up and I tried parallel parking and I did not do a good job at all. I was not making it into the space. I'm like, no worries, I know how to parallel park. I could do this. So I try again. No luck. I think I just forgot how to parallel park. I need a refresher. But while I was feeling that little bit of like despair for that space, I finally looked up and took seriously, okay, well, what else is around? Maybe I don't have to park right here. Maybe this is not where I'm meant to be. So I looked and I saw in front of the car that I was trying to park behind was a driveway, and there was a spot right in front of the driveway, so I could just pull in. I didn't have to parallel park. And I was like, wow, this is a message for life. It's so easy to just be busy and like to go along with what everyone else is doing or finding the spot where we think we fit in and not really like opening our eyes to see where we're meant to be, where we might be meant to be, where maybe we have a mission or a purpose. And it's so easy to go along with like the day-to-day life and ignore what we're really meant to be doing. Life keeps us so busy. Um, so I just thought this was like such an interesting idea and such a good life lesson. And then today I was actually learning with someone. We're learning this book. We get together and read it a little bit, and we read together. And he was saying basically this exact same idea in a different way. He was saying that really, like, as people, we're very deep. We're deep people. And like if you ever, there's so many, like, I don't know, there's so many sources for this, right? Like we need meaning in our lives and purpose, and it's good for us. Why? Because we're deep, we're souls. We're not just like bodies living in this physical world. And we need more than that, right? Like I could just take care of the physicality in my life, but I'm not going to be satisfied that by that, and I know that about myself. I need to dig deeper. So anyways, we could be so busy though with the day-to-day life, with all the, right? And there's so much to do, and there's work, and there's going to places, taking care of ourselves physically, and our food, and eating healthy, and like I'm so into all this stuff, but it's so easy to get carried away with it and to keep ourselves too busy with it that we don't make time to really like address, who am I? What do I want to be doing? What's my purpose? Philosophize about big ideas in the world and ourselves, and just however you connect to that depth to do that. And there's actually a phrase that we use. It's called kovea itim. That it's like something that's it's very important in our lives, right? That after 120 years, we're going to be asked, were you kovea itim? What does kovea itim mean? It means literally stealing time, like to learn Torah, to study God's Torah He gave us. Did you steal time for it? But like, what does that mean, steal time? It's because in order to get something done, sometimes, right? Like, I have so many things I want to do. I have like this dream of doing this like big painting and hanging it on my wall. And there's so many things. I have so many projects I want to be doing. But in order to do them, like I could stay busy with the day to day and never get to them. I have to steal time. It might be 15 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Maybe I can find an hour I can spend, but like, let me take that time, steal it from everything else in my life, and take a little bit of time and dedicate it to something else, to something that I value, that goes along with my sense of self and who I am. And that's also, there's so many ideas that could tie together with that, but like a person's sense of self-esteem and self-worth is how well do your actions and your choices align with your values? Meaning, if someone's making choices and they're not really going along with what they believe to be right, maybe they are just trying to fit in that parking spot and going along with what everyone else is doing. So that actually brings down a person's self-esteem. This is what psychologist David Lieberman, he talks about this a lot. And it's like, it's just so important. All these ideas connect because it's all truth. There's that piece inside of us that wants more. And sometimes it's so hard to deliver that to be able to give to ourselves in that way that's full of meaning. And it's so much easier to go along with what everyone else is doing. But it's so important because why? You are here in this world for a purpose. And it's not just a purpose of working and getting the paycheck and hanging out with friends. That's good too. And that's all positive, and community is so important. And that's a whole nother idea of how central that is to life. But there's also a personal mission that you have that no one else can accomplish. And it's important just to take time to explore that. What are you passionate about? What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Where does the world need you? And use those pieces of who you are to be able to give in a positive way and to connect with yourself deeply and to live by your values. And there's so much. Anyways, this was nice talking with you, and may we continue to learn together and grow together, and may I grow in my parallel parking skills as well. Thanks. Have a great day.